Now, you don't need me to tell you that there is a lot of information out there right now about coronavirus. Some of it, of course, is true, it's based in fact, and some of it, well, it's just plain fake, and at times it's dangerous. But how easy is it to tell the difference? Well, psychologists at Cambridge University have designed a game which helps people spot what's true and what's not. It's called Go Viral, and our science correspondent Richard Westcott has been talking to one of the developers.
I drove past the pharmaceutical industry's office today. The blinds are shut. What are they hiding? We're being silenced for trying to speak out about the unsafe coronavirus vaccine. Terrifying toilet paper shortage looming.
One of the best ways to immunise yourself against fake COVID news is to put yourself into the shoes of someone who's spreading it around.
Trying to discredit that by creating a conspiracy theory.
And that's exactly what the Go Viral game does.
Just as you inject people with a weakened dose of a virus in order to gain antibodies against future infection, the game does the same thing by helping people generate intellectual antibodies against fake news. When you go see a magic show and you're duped by a trick, I can either show you a fact sheet about how it works, or I can let you step into the shoes of the magician for a little bit and see how the trick works for yourself. And that's just a much more powerful way for people to learn and understand the world.
Yeah, it's interesting that you chose to do that. You become the person giving out the fake news. You're not a victim of it.
That is specifically done in the sense that we allow people to take the perspective of somebody who's trying to deceive you in order to really understand how it works. But of course we use weakened doses and humor and fictional content so that we're not actually duping people with false information.
It might sound like an obvious question, but what is the big issue with fake news? What's the damage that it can do?
Well, fake news can do a lot of damage. For example, we've seen that the 5G conspiracy has led to people setting phone masts ablaze, at least 50 in the UK. Other fake news has reported that people have ingested alcohol and other harmful contents that has actually led to physical harm and damage. In other contexts, we've seen fake news spreading on WhatsApp that's actually led to lynchings and deaths and injuries. Fake news can undermine the democratic process by interfering with elections. So it can do a lot of damage. And on COVID-19 specifically, we've seen fake experts peddling fake cures and people getting harmed by content online. So it's very important that people protect themselves against it. Ultimately, we're hoping to achieve herd immunity. Just as with regular biological vaccines, if enough people are vaccinated, the virus can't spread. We're trying to achieve the same here. If enough people have at least some level of psychological immunity, the misinformation virus won't have a chance to take hold and spread as fast and as deep as it has up until now.
Fascinating, isn't it? Well, of course, so